Hello, I'm the Blind Historian, and today I'd like to take you back in time to ancient Greece. In actual fact, to 490 BCE, the Battle of Marathon, and to something that's quite close to my heart. Now, this was first told as a story by the ancient Greek historian Herodotus, who's the father of history, the first guy to have written a history. And he tells the story about the Persian Wars, and the Battle of Marathon was one of the first great battles in 490 BCE. And he tells the story of a guy called Epizelus. Now, he was a soldier, just a normal common or garden soldier who was in the main army. So he wasn't a professional, he was just called up into the army to protect the city of Athens. Now, he was in the army, he was in the front couple of ranks, and he saw in front of him, in the ranks opposite, one of the Persians, and he was a big man, a big, strong man with a huge, great beard, as Herodotus tells us. And he also explains that Epizelus was a strong, brave, fighting man himself. But when he saw this man, Epizelus was drawn to the fact that he had this big beard. And the Persian came at him, and the guy next to him was struck dead by the man's sword, and he went through the ranks. And Epizelus was a little bit in awe of this man. And afterwards, after this had happened, seeing the man next to him die, he was struck blind, totally blind, couldn't see a thing. And for years afterwards, he actually was talking about the fact he'd become blind because of this vision that he'd seen, this strong Persian. But it wasn't seen as a weakness, it was seen as a strength, because he was strong, brave and masculine, as Herodotus keeps telling us. And he was seen as, because he'd become blind while he was in battle, whilst being strong, brave and masculine, which is what Herodotus says, he was seen as being strong. And it was a sign of strength in battle, even though he'd completely lost his eyesight, which is quite an amazing story.